What is up, everyone? Welcome to... Oh, wait, this isn't the right place. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video we are at Sioux Falls Regional Airport for the 19th airport update for the month of September 2021. As you can tell, there has been a huge change to my Sioux Falls model airport. You can already tell that this is a completely new ramp that I designed myself. Took me about an hour or so to make. I will plan on adding any extra details that might be needed in a later update. So for a later update, I should have some extra details added. But before we get started with the update, I'll just do a quick overview of the ramp that I did myself. So I'll take you guys off the tripod, show you around. So obviously right here you have the aircraft terminal, the airport terminal I should say. This is the same one from the old Sioux Falls model airport, so still got the Matchbox learning blocks with the extra decals that I added along the side. I still need to add windows on that side, but I do have the windows on the other side, as you can see. Perfectly matches up as well, like the detail in the windows of the little lines and stuff. So that kind of matches up pretty well. Got some extra taxiway markings over here, just going around the apron for the terminal. And then we have the taxiway that is currently parallel to runway 33. There's my foot there, hello foot. But runway 33 would be well out into this area, so it'd be well off the table, so I can only put the taxiway in. It'll still make for some interesting moments in the update with aircraft taxiing by, because before I'd have them really close to the terminal. Obviously that's not how it is in real life, but since I had so limited space on top of that bookshelf, that's all I could do if I wanted aircraft to taxi by the airport. One major addition to the airport terminal ramp has been this extra addition over here with 2 additional parking spots. I'll pop up a image from Google Earth that shows what I'm trying to say here, what I'm trying to show you. So this was added some point between 2020 and this year, I think. Google Earth just updated the satellite imagery for the Sioux Falls area, so that's why I did redo the Sioux Falls model airport, just so I could add this in, and of course I put in the green card table that I used for Massive Unboxing 8. So the Massive Unboxing situation this Christmas will be a little interesting. I will have to figure something out, but I think I'll be able to come up with something pretty good for that. So yeah, also did add this extra little road here towards the signature ramp, which is just on the north side of the ramp here. So it'd be in this area right up against the corner of these walls. And also have the little control tower. This is not what it actually looks like. I'd have to get something 3D printed for the actual Joe Foss tower. This is just something that was given to me, so I'm just using that for now. But once I get a proper control tower that looks like the one at Joe Foss, I will put that in for the updates. So just kind of a quick overview of the new Joe Foss model airport, the Sioux Falls model airport. It looks pretty nice. I wish I could have painted it, but I don't have any sort of paint or any other materials at the moment, so I just kind of have to go with the traditional paper and Sharpie and pens that I have, which overall I think still turned out pretty good, but I will definitely upgrade to paint pens and regular paint once I do have the time, and I do have those materials in hand, but right now I don't. So go ahead and get started with the update. We'll move over to gate number 3 in this case. There's no aircraft at gate 1. To start off the update. Of course, the only downside to using paper is that the paper can kind of crease in some areas, so right there. I am using double-sided tape to keep the paper stuck down, so I will have to work on that once I finish filming this update, so hopefully it'll look better by the October update. One thing I was going to mention, I was going to put the Frontier Las Vegas flight inaugural thing in this update, but however I'm filming this before that is occurring, so that will not be in this update unfortunately. But just for fun, I'll put a Frontier A320 here at gate 1, because I still wanted to show that to some extent in this update like I promised. So this will be our Las Vegas inaugural. This will be our Las Vegas flight on Frontier. Still not sure if it will be operated on a regular A320 or A320neo, or if it will be interchanged at times, like the Denver flight. That sometimes they use the A320neo, other times they'll use a regular A320, sometimes with the old livery, sometimes with the new. In this case, this is the Griswold the Bear Gemini release from about 2016, if I remember correctly. Kind of a rare model at this point, so I don't know when Gemini will do a re-release of it, or even another Frontier A320neo, just kind of up to them at this point. So yeah, I'll just kind of get that out of the way, and then we'll jump down to gate number 3, with this American Eagle CRJ 700, the SkyWest example from Gemini Jets, released back in June of this year. This aircraft arrived in from Charlotte at 1:46 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 1:56 p.m. arrival. Here at Gate 5, we have this American Eagle CRJ-900. This aircraft arrived in from Dallas at 4:20 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 4:34 p.m. arrival. Nothing else to say or comment on this flight, so we'll move on to the next aircraft. The Delta CRJ-700 is starting to make somewhat of a return to Sioux Falls. Not really much of a high priority thing because we do get CRJ-700s a lot, mostly from United Express, albeit they are 550s, but still have that CRJ-700 body. But here's this Delta Connection CRJ-700 that arrived in from Minneapolis at 4:13 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 4:32 p.m. arrival. Jumping down to Gate 6 is this United Express CRJ-550, a very regular flight. This is the about 2:35 p.m. flight. He arrived in at 2:16 p.m. from Chicago O'Hare. So nothing else to say with this, so that will conclude all the aircraft at the terminal. We got a couple other ones roaming around, so we'll go check those out. I believe I did say this in the second special Sioux Falls Airport update from about a couple weeks ago that there was that new additional ramp that was added. I did notice, like on the flight radar, sometimes the tracks would go into that grass area just north of the terminal ramp. Now where this extra addition to the ramp is now, I would assume this would be used for both overnight parking and then during the wintertime it would be used to de-ice aircraft, like a de-icing station. So I think these are where some of the extra diversions will go in the event that we do get more diversions. I don't exactly remember which flight this was, but I think this was it was either the Grand Forks or Minot flight, because both those flights were on CRJ-900s, so just kind of have a 50-50 shot of getting it right. But so one of our CRJ-900s that diverted from about a couple weeks ago at this point, from this video going out. Sitting here, not really in an exact area, not 100% sure where it actually went, so I just kind of put it here, right in this area, so I think this would be appropriate for where these diversions would go. Taxiing up to the cargo ramp in a more proper fashion compared to previous Sioux Falls Airport updates is this FedEx 757 freighter that arrived in from Memphis at about 5:57 a.m., a little bit behind its scheduled 5:40 a.m. arrival. And that is it for the update. First, on the new Sioux Falls Airport terminal ramp that I created, as for the old space where the terminal once was, I think I will repurpose that into a cargo ramp so I can showcase some of the cargo flights that we get as well. Would like to include some of the small aircraft that we get, like the Beechcrafts, the 1900s and the 99s from like Alpine Air and whatever other cargo operators there are, the smaller ones that come into Sioux Falls. Some of the FedEx feeder Cessna 208s, because we get a bunch of those from the smaller communities like Aberdeen, Pierre, and even up into North Dakota as well. And then the ATRs as well. Sometimes we get them from Rapid City from Empire on the ATR 42, though I have not seen that flight lately. Not sure where that went. But we do get an ATR 72 from Mountain Air Cargo with FedEx feeder from Indianapolis. Sometimes it goes out to Cedar Rapids, other times it goes to Indianapolis. Just depends on the day and whatnot, so that'll be really nice to have once that comes into the collection by Christmas time. So it'll be a little while before that aircraft will officially appear on my channel. But overall, really happy with how this turned out. Definitely, again, I would like to do paint pens and all that stuff, but I don't have those on hand right now. So for now, I'll just stick to what I'm really good with, is with paper and regular writing utensils like Sharpies and pens. So that being said, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.